Have you ever known a puppy to be an heir to the throne? If so, then you might know that the Airedale Terrier is called the King of Terriers. Here's another terrier with its own claim to fame. Remember the original party animal named Spuds? That's the Bull Terrier. Two very different looking breeds, yet both are terriers. If you're a fan of the feisty terrier personality, ask yourself, which Woof's for me? And let's find out in this episode. Meet the Airedale Terrier, named for the place in which it probably originated, the Aire River Valley in England. Crossing a terrier and an otterhound in the mid-1800s, these sturdy dogs were hunters, guard dogs, and police dogs. Today, the Airedale Terrier is a great family pet and an excellent show dog. It's won Best in Show at Westminster 4 times, starting in 1912. Recognized by the American Kennel Club in 1888, the Airedale Terrier is ranked 56th in popularity. With good looks, keen intelligence, and a strong build, this breed has earned its popularity rating.
Airedale is a fun dog. It's a clownish dog. They make you smile all the time. They make you laugh. They're entertaining. They're just great companions.
Good breeding shows in the Airedale Terrier, from its distinctive profile to its beautiful coat. Obtaining an Airedale pup from a responsible breeder is essential to ensure the breed's best characteristics. To find a reputable breeder in your area and to learn more about the breed standard, visit the AKC Airedale Parent Club, the Airedale Terrier Club of America. Want even more Airedale info? Get it at the American Kennel Club site or go to FidoTVchannel.com. You can also download the free Fido TV mobile app. Physically robust, the Airedale is the largest of all terriers. Males stand about 23 inches at the shoulder, and females are a bit smaller. Both have a long head, expressive eyes, and neatly folded ears.
Sit.
The Airedale's impressive features suggest alertness and a willingness to learn and please its owners. The Airedale Terrier has what's known as a wire coat in black and tan or grizzle and tan. Good grooming keeps the king in fine form and reduces shedding. That means the Airedale Terrier's medium-length coat should be brushed several times a week. Traditionally, an Airedale's coat is hand-stripped 3 or 4 times a year. Show dogs are stripped more often.
That what maintains the coat without the dead hair, which is a special method of plucking using the hand stripping knife, and it gets all the dead hair out. And that maintains the coat in a very wiry texture, and that was the traditional method of grooming back from the time that the breed has developed.
It's a time-consuming process that literally strips out the older dead hair.
The coat looks beautiful. It's shiny, it's wiry, it does not shed at all when it is properly groomed like that.
Because stripping is time-consuming and therefore costly, and it can sometimes be hard to find a groomer who knows how to strip a coat, owners of family pets often have their Airedales trimmed with clippers instead.
When you clipper the dog, unfortunately you lose a little bit of that texture, that wiry texture, because when the grooming machine clippers it, it makes all the hair one length, so some of the dead hair does not come out, and although it still makes the Airedale, still keeps the Airedale hypoallergenic from a point of view, it still sheds less than other breeds, but it keeps slightly more undercoat, so there is a little bit extra hair that you would not get with a hand-stripped coat.
Airedale Terriers are medium-sized and generally considered to be healthy, with a typical lifespan of 12 to 15 years. Good bloodlines are another assurance of good health in an Airedale. Responsible breeders make sure their dogs are tested for hip dysplasia to reduce the chance of it occurring. Airedales thrive when they have regular physical and mental activity. Agility training is perfect. Airedales learn very quickly, but can get bored just as fast. This is not a breed to leave home alone all day.
They get bored if they're alone, and they're not an independent breed from a perspective to where they just like to go and do things on their own. But they have independent traits, so they can go and play by themselves, but they like to participate in activities of the family. So they make great companion family dogs because they would pretty much live to be with the family and do everything that the family does.
Okay, come on, baby. Let's get up. Hang on.
To fend off that boredom, give the Airedale a job. Among other things, they make excellent service animals.
Thank you.
She helps me keep my balance when I walk. She's trained to be on my left-hand side. She has this handle on her medical service vest, which I hold on to. She is such a comfort and such a help. She is like a guardian angel and the best companion ever.
This breed loves a challenge and works hard for positive reinforcement.
Oh, look what I got. Yeah, you ready? Are you ready to find me? Good boy.
Search and rescue is another activity that an Airedale will love.
Are you ready? You ready to go? Are you ready? Ready to work? Go find, buddy. Yes, go find.
It challenges them physically and mentally. Early obedience training and socialization are important for this breed.
What a good boy. What a good boy, yeah.
The Airedale wants to be where the action is and will be fun-loving and playful with its family, but cool and dignified with strangers. It's friendly, yet it also makes a good watchdog. The Airedale Terrier lives happily on the farm or in the city, wherever there are exercise opportunities and close proximity to its people. It likes its chow and needs a good quality food to nourish its athletic lifestyle. Exercise is essential.
Long walks are okay, but for a dog, in a way, as much as the person can walk, that might not be enough. Some people have used treadmills and taught their dogs to run on a treadmill. That's a terrific way to exercise them, because that's actually the amount of energy, the amount of miles that the dog can do on a treadmill. That's a wonderful way to burn up the energy.
For more tips about the King of Terriers, talk to an AKC breeder or head to FidoTVChannel.com for links to great information. When we come back, we'll run down some of the reasons the King of Terriers might be the right Woof for you. No running away.
Ready? Catch.
Described as clever and confident, the Airedale Terrier needs a capable, attentive owner. With the right conditions and early training, this breed lives up to its title as the King of Terriers.
Sit. Down.
A very smart king.
The intelligence is akin to our 5-year-old, and they will both challenge you during the day and find and make you really go, well, I guess next time I'm going to do a little different because you've already figured that one out.
Downtown or out in the country, the Airedale will adapt to most living arrangements as long as you provide exercise and family time. Airedale Terriers are proud, yet playful. Devoted to their people, they're also ready for the physical and mental requirements of being a service dog. This is a medium energy breed that needs exercise.
So you do need to have the time to exercise your Airedale properly, then you will have a well-behaved dog. If you do not have the time to exercise them, they can get destructive.
The Airedale's coat is distinctive in its wiry texture and requires frequent brushing. Light shedding is to be expected, but is reduced with regular grooming. With the proper nutrition, exercise, and veterinary care, Airedale Terriers are generally healthy dogs. Work with a responsible breeder whose priority is promoting health. The active Airedale will benefit from a good quality food that's formulated for medium-sized breeds. Talk to the breeder for recommendations on type, frequency, and amounts to feed.
Airedales make great family pets because I think they just enjoy the company of people. They're very sociable. They love the attention of the human being. They love the attention of, if they're used to kids, if they're raised with kids, they love to be a part of the family and participate in activities of the family, of the children. They love to do everything the family does.
Family pet eager learner, show dog, and all-around great companion. The King of Terriers might meet all of your requirements in answering the question, which woof's for me? If so, welcome to the royal family in which the Airedale Terrier rules. Next up, find out everything you didn't know about the Bull Terrier. Okay, admit it. If you're not familiar with this breed, you're probably thinking, that's a really odd dog. And while its egg-shaped head and frisky gait attract attention wherever it goes, the odd thing about the Bull Terrier is that it looks unapproachable, fierce even. But it's usually just the opposite. It's charming, playful, and sometimes a real clown.
I love Bull Terriers because they're so much fun to be around, and you're never bored. They're always doing something to make you crazy. Very active dogs, very happy dogs, very playful, and they tease a lot. So I like to have fun in life, and they make it fun.
Popular with families everywhere, this medium-sized terrier is 52nd in popularity as ranked by the American Kennel Club, which recognized it in 1885. Its ancestors were known as bull and terriers, crosses between bulldogs and various terriers that were popular in England in the 1800s. Originally bred for vermin control, the breed became more refined and consistent around 1860 when James Hinks developed the breed we know today as the Bull Terrier. By the late 1890s, the Bull Terrier had landed in the States. The Bull Terrier Club of America was founded, and the breed enjoyed great popularity as a pet and also as a show dog. For many years, the breed was predominantly all white, with only patches of color on the head permitted. But once crossed with colored Staffordshire Bull Terriers, the colored coat was established in the early 1900s. The Bull Terrier's muscular, symmetrical physique is one of the first things people notice. Or it could be those almond-shaped eyes set into a football-shaped head. Its short, flat, glossy coat sheds twice yearly and is harsh to the touch but requires very little grooming. It has a keen, determined, and intelligent expression that is full of fire. Some say mischief too.
Bull Terriers are often described as children in a dog suit, and that's because they are always like a child. They're playful, they want to be in the middle of everything, they want all of your attention all the time. They're a very jealous dog by nature, but it's not a mean jealousy. It's just if you're petting one, the other one has to get right in the middle and be part of whatever you're doing. And over there's not okay. They want to be right here, right with you all the time. So they're just a nice dog to have around to keep you company.
The Bull Terrier's looks are in perfect sync with the long-held notion that this is the ultimate personality breed.
Bull Terriers are unique dogs. They like to play a lot. They have a great sense of humor. They're not too easy to train because they're very independent dogs, and they will learn immediately because they're bright. But they'll only do it when they want to. And when you're training a Bull Terrier, you have to be smarter than them to convince them that they want to do something.
It's also a generally healthy breed that typically lives anywhere from 11 to 13 years on average. The Bull Terrier is a high-energy breed that requires daily exercise, lots of it, to prevent boredom and problem behaviors.
When they're bored, they look for something to do, and usually it turns into some sort of destructive behavior. So I always encourage people to exercise a Bull Terrier heavily so that they're tired when their owners go to work.
But the good news is that this dog loves games with a ball or other toys and all sorts of outdoor activities. Handled firmly and with patience and positive reinforcement, food and toys are good incentives. Proper training will provide good manners and socialization skills. They can be stubborn, but generally are amenable to training of all sorts and do well in obedience and agility events.
The Bull Terrier is not the easiest dog to train in the sense that they'll learn very quickly. They're the first dog in the class to learn to sit, to stay, to go down. On the other hand, a lot of them will only do it when they feel like it because they're independent. So If you can find what motivates them and do positive reinforcement, you'll have a well-trained Bull Terrier.
Bull Terriers can live happily in an apartment as long as there's plenty of physical and mental exercise provided. Or they can live in larger quarters with a fenced yard. They don't bark much unless there's a good reason, but they do have a strong prey drive along with an urge to chew. Get this guy some appropriate, indestructible things to gnaw on. The Bull Terrier may look like an independent sort, but it bonds so closely with owners that it will not thrive if left alone for long hours. Time, patience, exercise, and training. If you can't provide these to the Bull Terrier, it may not be the dog for you.
A person who does well with a Bull Terrier would have to be someone who has a lot of patience, a lot of time to spend with their dog. They're active in short spurts, so they need a little bit of activity every single day, but not necessarily a dog to go on long hikes or run marathons. They want to be busy, they want to play their game, and then they want to lay down and take it easy.
Talk to an AKC breeder for tips on what to feed the Bull Terrier throughout its life stages. It's not a picky eater, but you'll want to be sure to feed for maximum health and vitality. For more information on feeding, visit akc.org, FidoTVchannel.com, or download the Fido TV mobile app. Come back for more on the breed that's been called the clown of canines, the Bull Terrier. Want to find out if the Bull Terrier answers your question of which woof's for me? Then let's see if you and the country's 52nd most popular dog are a good match. Crate training is recommended to provide the breed with a safe haven, but solitary confinement is not. The Bull Terrier craves quality time with family and will become sad or troublesome if left alone too often or for too long.
Well, I would never leave a Bull Terrier at home all day by itself without some kind of activity. They just can't handle 8, 10, 12 hours of being cooped up. So it's up early in the morning to give them some exercise, someone to come and spell them in the middle of the day. And then when you get home, you have to be ready to give them some of your attention. This is not a dog that you can go to work, come home, feed them, and leave again. If you do that too many times, you're going to come home to something completely destroyed. And it will be intentional because you've left them alone.
As long as there's room, indoors and out, for this high-energy dog to burn off steam, an apartment or house with a fenced yard will work well. A farm is also suitable if you keep an eye on the breed's instinctive desire to chase small animals. Playful, charming, and mischievous, the Bull Terrier is a good choice for experienced dog owners. It requires firm but patient handling to bring out its best qualities. Obedience classes and socialization from an early age with people and other dogs or pets are necessities. This exceedingly friendly dog is robust and spirited, yet sweet and fun-loving. It's packed with personality, which may be why it's so popular. Efforts to ensure a good temperament is just one of the many reasons that you should always obtain a Bull Terrier puppy from a qualified and responsible AKC breeder. Find one in your area at akc.org, FidoTVchannel.com, or the Fido TV mobile app. Lots of exercise, at least 30 minutes to an hour each day, is a basic requirement for the Bull Terrier. It will also help to offset any problem behaviors.
The appropriate amount of exercise for a Bull Terrier is kind of broken up into several parts. Some good running with another dog or throwing the ball, that's some hard, fast exercise. And then later in the day, a nice long walk, because that's more of a mental activity for them. They can stop and they sniff, they look around, they see different sights. They're exercising, but at the same time, they're using their mind a little bit. And using their mind is often as important as the physical part of it.
Make sure you can keep up with the Bull Terrier's exercise needs before committing to this breed. With a short, flat coat that sheds twice a year, the Bull Terrier is easy to care for. An occasional bath or a rub down with a hound glove or a soft bristle brush will keep the dog's coat free of dirt and loosen dead hair during the 2 shedding seasons. Keep the dog's strong nails trimmed and check its ears on a regular basis to avoid any buildup of wax or debris. Some dogs may experience health concerns, but the Bull Terrier is generally a healthy breed. Talk with your breeder to get the information you need about keeping this breed in the best of health.
All of my dogs leave my home with a contract. And in the contract, everybody agrees to go to puppy, socialization classes, and basic obedience. I just think that a happy dog is a well-trained dog. And they need to know what to expect from their owners, and then their owners will learn what to expect from them.
All dogs love their food, but what type, how much, and how often to feed are questions that the breeder will answer. Or visit FidoTVchannel.com or download our mobile app for helpful tips on care for your dog. You can count on good advice about all things Bull Terrier when you consult the breeders that you'll find via akc.org or FidoTVchannel.com. And the question is, which Woof's for me? Is the answer the endearing and entertaining Bull Terrier? If so, you'll never have a more loving and devoted companion.